Hello YouTube artist, I'm Kelly Hernig and welcome to In the Studio. Today I'm going to be sharing some new supplies I've acquired. Artify sent me some brushes for us to look at. I bought some new Daniel Smith. They're Enviro-friendly colors. They're very interesting. And I've got some new sketchbooks from Deanna that are stretching my imagination. I can't wait to share that with you. First thing I want to do is look at the Artify brushes. They are a gorgeous set with white bristles. Look at this. Now these are a little softer than I'm used to, but look at the nice flick they have. They are very springy, so that's going to be fun to play with. In this set, this is 12 brushes. They have this beautiful mop brush. I can't wait to use this, and I'm going to use it for dampening the paper, especially for a big area. I think it's really going to go smoothly. It's very soft and pliable, and I love the idea of the white hairs with the little tinted area here. I am going to do a whole video on this brush. This is a dagger brush. If you don't know what a dagger brush is, you can see, let me get some room here. So you can see that it's got a point and then it goes down almost like a knife blade. What this is great is you can stand on the point, but you can also lay it flat. So I'm going to experiment with this and present a whole video on this because I've done a couple abstracts that I've absolutely loved with the dagger brushes. This 12 set also comes with 2 filbert brushes. If you don't know what a filbert brush is, think of a flat brush that has a rounded tip. Now this is great for petals, flowers, leaves. This is the bigger one. This is a 8, and then they also have a smaller one, which is a 4. And they're fun because you can really make them wide and press down and get great shapes for petals. I'm really excited about their flats. First of all, look how beautiful they are, but look at this skinny one here. I cannot wait to play with this one. I really like the size. It's narrow. I think it would be great for lettering, but I also think it's going to be great for tailoring colors. So think about applying stripes and things like that. And then they have a whole assortment of rounds. The largest is a 14. That's the one I'm going to demo today with my colors. But there's also an 8, a 4, and a 2. And then there's a really nice liner brush, which is this one. Look how beautiful that is. It's got a nice long point, and I can't wait to see what that does. It also comes with one angular brush. Now, I don't really use angles, but I will show you how. Sometimes for creating shading and layering in watercolor, an angle is really nice to have. So I will be exploring each of these in their own kind of video because every brush has a different use and I want to make sure that I showcase them to the best of my knowledge. Today, however, I'm going to be using this 14 round so that I can see how it works with my new colors. Aren't they beautiful? I know. So this is by Artify. There's the logo. And this set is a 12-piece watercolor brush set. So I will link all of the supplies in the video description below. The 3 colors that I'm going to introduce you to today are Daniel Smith. So this is Enviro-friendly yellow iron oxide, Enviro-friendly red iron oxide, and Enviro-friendly brown iron oxide. These are really interesting to me, and what the website says about them is these pigments are the result of an environmental restoration effort made from iron oxide recovered from abandoned mine drainage via a waste-free process. They are readily interchangeable with other iron oxide pigments, which must otherwise be mined or produced synthetically. So I really like that they're better for the environment, and I really am excited to see what these colors do. I've already poured them into a half pan. Whenever I get new paints, what I do is on one side, with just a plain Sharpie, like I use DS for my Daniel Smith, but then I also write the colors. So EF is Enviro-friendly, and then I write the name yellow iron oxide. and then I let them dry. I let them dry for about 2 days, depending on the humidity, but I usually like to work from them in half pans instead of just squirting them onto a palette. So today when I do my test here, I'm going to work from the half pan. And the next excitement is my new sketchbooks. I cannot wait to share them. I was looking for a Curious George. I love Curious George because of its bright orange covers. I just like the size of the books too. Now, I have several books from Deanna. This is my main sketchbook. This is the one with 96 pages, but you can see the pages are kind of small, narrow. I've been using a lot of the little golden books as well, but you can see it's small. I do like the square format, but I was looking for something larger. For some reason in my watercolor journey right now, I want to work larger and I want to work bigger. So I want the spread to be bigger. So you'll see all 3 of my books now that I just purchased have bigger areas. So this is Curious George. The paper inside of here is my 90-pound Fabriano cold press, the one that I really like. It's just the Studio, Fabriano Studio, but I love the cold press weight of this paper, and I like the texture of this paper because it does my splashes very well. And you can see, look how nice of a size this is. I cannot wait to work in that versus my original size here of my regular sketchbook. You can see I'm almost gaining a whole page here and then probably a couple inches up here. So I'm excited to be working big. All of my sketchbooks right now that I'm using are quite small. So I think this is why the thought of a larger one had me going, and I bought a trio of larger sketchbooks. This one here is a big book. I mean, it has a lot of pages, and it was a custom order book. Look at all those pages, you guys. I cannot believe that I own this sketchbook. And in here, I actually asked her to put hot press Fabriano Artistico paper in here. So it's 100% cotton. It's 140 pounds. It is super smooth. And I'm wanting to challenge myself. So I thought this smooth paper would be an interesting way to just let myself practice on it. You know, I look at sketchbooks as practice. It's not finished paintings at all. But I cannot believe I have this big of a book. I mean, look at the size of that. I'm so excited about that, and having the super smooth paper. It's going to fight me, I know that, but I need to get used to it. And I think with the concertina books being more mixed media paper, I should probably adapt to this quite easily. At least that's what I'm thinking. I will keep you posted on that. And then the third book that I bought was this one. When I saw her on Instagram, if you don't follow Deanna on Instagram, please do, because she is always sharing her newest books. And when I saw this owl cover, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. And look at the sides here. She said the spine was totally ripped, but I love the beauty of that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's going to look great on my bookcase. And for this paper in here, this is, again, the 100% cotton Fabriano Artistico, but it is cold pressed, so it has some tooth to it. I don't usually work on the 100% cotton, but I'm trying to improve and give myself a challenge, and I think a nice sized book this big is going to give me a lot of room to experiment, play, and see what I can do with the 100% cotton paper. And besides, who wouldn't love a book with this cover on your bookcase, right? I just absolutely love that. So those are my 3 new sketchbooks from Deanna. I will have her listed down below. So let's swatch these environmental colors. I shared this little thistle with you last time. And I have this blank page, so we're just going to have some fun here. I've got the Enviro-friendly yellow oxide first. I'm anxious to see what this color looks like. Ooh, it's beautiful on here. Look at that. Ooh, this brush is nice and soft. It's really lovely. I want to go straight in now and dip some pigment in there. I like to see it in its mass tone, so as much as I can, I'm gonna get as much pigment in there, and then this I can wash out. and just pull some more out. I will be splashing. I splashed to see the texture because I don't know if these are granulating or not. I'm going to give it a little softer bit of color here. There we go. That was the yellow ochre. Next is the Enviro-friendly red ochre. And I really, really like this color when I saw it swatched. It kind of looked like an Indian red color or a darker brick red. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm going to dip and let some darkness come in there. Brushes hold a lot of water here. It's very nice. And the next color was the Enviro-friendly brown iron oxide. Now this color, it looked very dark, and you know I like a really dark brown like a sepia or a Van Dyke brown, so I'm interested to see what kind of brown this one is. Ooh, that's lovely. Keep adding some darks there. Those are beautiful colors. They're really deep and rich, and I like how dark they are when you put them down, but they also give you really nice light tones. Let's see if I can get this one a little lighter here. Let me bring this up so you can see, just look at that color. That one's the yellow oxide. That one's the red oxide. And this one's the brown oxide. I really like those. Let's turn them this way. Beautiful colors. I can't wait to play with them. And yes, I'm the most excited about the red. That's very nice. This one kind of reminds me of Aussie red with a little more yellow tone, but they're going to be fun to experiment with. So again, these three were Daniel Smith Enviro-friendly colors. I hope you enjoyed seeing my new supplies. I look forward to sharing the Artify 12-piece watercolor brush set with you individually, and I'm working on a dagger piece right now for you, so expect that in a couple days. And thank you for letting me share my brand new sketchbooks. I'm so excited to be working in a larger size and with different papers. It's almost like Christmas, because it's a nice way to challenge myself to try something new in a beautiful way. If you were inspired by today's art haul, please like, comment, or subscribe. It will help my channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.